Valhalla! You're gonna want to pillage.
You maniac.
It's not good. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Colin. On today's episode, we're gonna be going back in time to a land and a place of mystic voyage and adventure, and also war. What are we making? Today we'll be making a feast fit for only a Viking warrior. Pretty good costume. It's really all I had at home.
It looks ridiculous.
To Valhalla! To Valhalla! I did it finally. Why don't we get started? Let me put the hammer away. I was thinking more like in line with Thor, but this is the only one I had. He's got a big one, but this is Home Depot. We're gonna be making a Viking feast. And the first thing we will be making is barley porridge. Barley was a very important resource for the Vikings. In a very cold climate, they didn't have access to water. And they would make it with berries. They would use bilberries, burberry, no, not burberry. Lingonberries, I'm pretty sure lingonberries are a real berry, yeah. But we couldn't get those. So we are gonna use blackberries today, blueberries, and then strawberries. Do you guys think I should keep the wig on the whole time? Because I am starting to get a headache with the helmet. So I'm supposed to, the recipe calls for barley groats. We couldn't get those. We got pearl barley. Are you wanna get in here and braid this for me? I didn't get nuts. I wanted to get nuts to add some protein to this.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with the porridge. We're gonna get that working. And then our main course is gonna be smoked fish stew. The Vikings, they ate a lot of fish, a lot of salmons, cod. You like cod, right, Rob? Of course you do.
Bruh.
Really, those are the only two that I can think of, but I know halibut, just for the halibut. We're gonna start off with the barley, and then we're gonna move on to our main course, which is gonna be the fish stew, also known as fiksupa. That's its actual name. First thing we gotta do, 1 cup barley groats. Can I take this off? This is hurting my head. What do we need? 4 cups of water. Since we're outside in the backyard, I'm bringing canteens with me. That's 2 cups right there. Look at this. Oh yeah, perfect, baby. All right, so we got 4 cups of water in there. Now we need 1 cup barley groats. I'm gonna get 1 cup of barley groats in there. Barley groats sounds like the name of a fella that would live in like a, like an old like port town. Yeah, a port town. Yeah, you'll be looking for why do I keep going back to pirate? Need a man with a ship. Yeah, you'll be looking for barley groats. You gotta salt our groats. Don't forget to salt our groats. I wonder how many, like if they were getting scabies a lot. Because scabies were a thing with pirates. But you don't hear that as much with Vikings. I think it's because all the pillaging kept them young.
Scurvy?
Yeah, that one. Wait, what are scabies then? That's probably good. We're gonna let that boil. I'm gonna get the veggies going for our fiksupa. But I'm getting very big into my Nordic culture. Yeah, I got the ancestry results back, Rob. Big Scandinavian guy now. Showed up on there.
What was the percentage on it?
About 3%. It still counts. They're not gonna be mad at me for putting the wig on and everything. Huh?
What was the majority?
Irish. Imagine seeing that ship coming into port.
Oh no, Daddy, those big wooden ships are back, Daddy.
I wonder if there was that one guy in the group, in the Viking group, that like, he really didn't jump in too much on the pillaging, but at the end he was still like in the background like, Valhalla! All right, Greg, I can relax. We're gonna eat like Vikings today. Just eating, we're not gonna pillage, Rob. Cannot pillage. Just because you have some of that fish stew, I know it's gonna get you going, you're gonna wanna pillage. But just because you eat the soup doesn't mean you can pillage. All right, guys? I'm trusting you guys with this recipe. So we got a little olive oil heating up in the pot. Now we're gonna get 1 onion, chop that up. Once the barley starts to boil, reduce heat and simmer for about 30 minutes. I'm glad that I sharpened this knife though, because it was starting to get a little dull. And now look at her go, look at her go, look at her go. Getting close to the fingies. Don't wanna lose them. I gotta take this wig off. So we got our onions in there. It said 1 whole onion. That's a lot of onion. In the meantime, I'm gonna pop this off because this hurts. Get a couple carrots up in there. I don't have a carrot peeler, so these are going in dirty with them little crusty ass skins. Let me ask you something. You think the Vikings had a carrot peeler? No, they'd use the dirt as seasoning because they were tough. Tough. So now I'm dropping my carrots in. Now I'm chopping up some celery, gonna throw that in there. We got celery dropping in now.
Scabies is a contagious, intensely itchy skin condition caused by a tiny burrowing mite.
Ew! Cook until soft, about 5 minutes. How many cloves of garlic do we need? 1 clove minced? I'm putting 2. You're not gonna be stingy with the garlic in my kitchen. Like, what does that mean when garlic starts to grow like a little green penis like that? Does that, you can still eat it, I'm guessing, right? I haven't eaten those for years. I tell you something, those little green peonies don't stop me. Whatever, we're gonna cut that part probably. I don't know, or not. Honestly, at this point, it's like, I don't care. Boom! When I went to Iceland, we went to this little, like, I don't know, it was like a little like cafe right on the ocean, and they made like very traditional Icelandic fish soup. One of the best meals I've ever didn't know. Well, ours is gonna be a little less traditional because we're gonna have leaves in it. Back to the stew. Where'd the thing go? Oh, that's what you were talking about? Damn it. All clean. I think the Vikings, if they dropped a spoon on the floor, the meal was over? No, they'd spit on it, rub it between their ass cheeks, and get back to work. Because they were tough. So I'm gonna get our fish out. For this recipe, we went with, so these were smoked over some, I don't know, barrels or something. Who knows? I don't know anything about this company. But if you guys want to sponsor the video, I'll do a pretty nice review of it. Here's what we'll do. I'll do a nice review of it, but we're not gonna put it in the video. You email me, you reach out directly. If you're willing to talk business, we'll put it back in. So it's almost like a little bit of like a ransom thing. The recipe called for 12 ounces of smoked fish. Quite a bit. You know what, let me put gloves on. Scandinavian food, I actually really do like it. And I think it's also pretty cool that, like, because of how cold it gets, sometimes they're like, hey, we gotta, you know, make do with what we got. And they get very creative. I think that's cool. I think creativity is a cool thing. Anyway, that's enough from me. Rob, bend over. So I'm gonna add in the flaked fish. Then I'm gonna add in our chopped veggies. So I'm gonna do half kale, half cabbage. Ooh, don't be afraid to really manhandle your salmon. That's good, that's good. We're flaking it up. Get that half a cabbage in there. Ah. Okay, almost cut my fingers off. I'm like, oh yeah, good thing I sharpened the knife. How awesome is that? Cut to me with no fingers. Okay, some kale. Cut the stems off.
Yes, 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 yes.
Get that in there. Need a bigger pot. Vegetable broth. And don't be afraid to, when you're pouring your broth out, don't be afraid to give it a little squeeze on the sides, just to speed things up. Ooh, Like me after having Taco Bell. I might need to load this up with a lot more broth. You know what I might have f***ed up on? Is I put way too much vegetables in it. That's probably it. Bring to a boil. Okay. So I've put about 5 cups in. I'm gonna do another one. So this is 6 cups. I think it's because I went too heavy on the veggies. I gotta add some dill weed. A teaspoon, just a teaspoon. So, oh, that's a little bit too much. Not very good at this. Not very good at this. This is a show watching a guy being not good at something. That could have been the theme song for the show. So I just did some pepper, some dill weed, some leaves from the tree above. Did a little bit of salt. Once we get it to a boil, then we're gonna just reduce heat, let it simmer. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this looks like shit. It looks pretty bad. Ooh, come on now. Come on now. Knock it off. Well, that covers that one. Oh, wait. Ah, la, 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 la. Hey, good, nice try, Mother Nature. More like Mother Not Sure. Oh, good, rock and roll burn. Mother Nature just pissed her pantsuit! Is this boiling yet? No. Our porridge looks like it's pretty much there. We've had it going for over 30 minutes now, or until barley is cooked through. Let me actually test this. I need to test if this barley is cooked through. It tastes like a combination of like rolled oats with gravel. That's barley groats. All right, so this is starting to bubble. We're gonna bring this to a boil and then let it simmer, like I've said probably 4 times now. Barley groats. That's gonna be the name of my alter ego.
You look like a barley groat.
Oh, I wish that wasn't true, but I do. All right, so this is boiling now. I'm gonna reduce the heat on it, let it just simmer.
You ever get random chills?
Yes, actually I do. Do you ever get them when you're going pee? That can't be an orgasm, but it's orgasm adjacent. We're cutting that out for sure. Me talking about how I'm like slightly when I pee. At a public stall, there's guys next to me. I'm at LAX. Oh, whoa. You're beautiful. And I just flush it and walk out.
Post-pee clarity.
That post-pee clarity. Dump some of these bad boys in here. Let's say about 4 ounces. Oh, there comes the policia to arrest me because this recipe is too delicious. So we'll do about half of these as well. Whee! It's a little trippy, you know? We're out here just cooking porridge and fish soup, and meanwhile, they're out there fighting crime. I need a knife. Okay, I'm gonna do these in quarters. All right, so we got our berries in there. So while this is still simmering, I think it's about time we dip it in this porridge. What do you say, Rob?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Robbie Hungy. Let me hear you say it. Say Robbie Hungy.
Robbie hungry.
Yeah. Okay, Robbie. Coming right up. Look at that. Valhalla! I'm gonna drizzle this raw honey, and then now we're gonna eat this. We're gonna fuel up for our sea quest, where we're just gonna stop by some other places, and we're not gonna cause any ruckus. It's weird, right?
Salt in it?
Yeah, they told me to.
I'm getting a lot of salt.
Is it too salty? It's really crunchy. The barley groats, they got girth. They should call them girthy groats.
Maybe they're undercooked.
All right, well, I'll let the chef know. Not Rob's favorite. Hopefully the stew does better. I'm gonna take this off the heat. We gotta give this a flavor score. If I'm being honest, I give it a 6.1. Yeah, it's really salty. I might have dumped too much salt in it. So that's on me. Health though, I mean, we're rocking and rolling here. Not a lot of protein, that's probably the only thing. I think if I added nuts, we'd be looking at maybe like an 8.7 health-wise. But without the protein, I'm gonna drop it down to an 8.1 or maybe an 8 flat. Still good, still healthy. With the berries and the honey, we're gonna have a little bit of energy, but we are gonna crash. This fish stew's almost ready. Where's my bread? A little bit of butter. So I'm gonna turn the heat down off this. I think that's been simmering for quite long enough. We're gonna let that chill for a second. Crunchy bread, we're the crunchy bread boys. That's what I hope the internet knows us as, me and you. If you had to give us a nickname, what would you give it? The Fat Boys?
The cooking cooks.
Cooking cooks. Fish stew time. All right, let's get these off the burner. So I'm just getting a little bit, oop, that's a little too much butter. Meal fit for a king. It's not good. I'm gonna get your own bowl. There you go, and get your bread in there. I mean, with the bread, it's not bad. Let me tell you something. This is not at all like the one that I had in Iceland. This is significantly worse. It isn't terrible. The only thing it's missing really is just, flavor. Honestly, I like the flavor of this one better than the porridge. With the buttered bread, which, oh, by the way, that was sourdough. I didn't show it, did I? With the buttered sourdough dipped in there, pretty good. Flavor-wise, 7.2, 7.2. But no, it's good if you want something, especially on a cold day. Like today, freezing cold, 63, LA. Health-wise, this is super healthy. I'm gonna give it an 8.9. What's the downside to it though? There's almost none. You're nodding your head because you know what I'm gonna say. Should I do it to him? I'm gonna do it to him. Guys, this is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I think this might be officially the healthiest dish we've ever made. And I give it a rating of 9.4. Pyrotechnics. Jet flyover. There's a turret for some reason. Couple takeaways. Maybe the Vikings weren't so concerned with flavor. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I read that. They were concerned about nutrients because they had, they were at sea for a while. So to that point, pretty nutritious meal. If you're looking to really fuel up for something, if you got a quest coming up, consider this meal. If you're looking to impress somebody, like say you got a date coming over for the first time, and you're like, I wonder what I'll make them. Maybe I'll make them fish soup. The relationship probably isn't gonna last. Anywho, thanks for joining me on this flavor voyage. We went on our own flavor voyage, and it looks like we kind of pillaged this entire bar area. But thank you for watching another episode of Cooking with Colin. What did I say the flavor score was?
Give me like a 7.2. You maniac.
I might have been off.
This is below 5.
This is pretty bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. I bring this to a homeless shelter, they won't even take it. So did you bring in fish soup? Yeah, these people have it hard enough. What the fuck is your problem? Get out.